Yo, 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 what up? We're coming to you Sunday, May 24th here in Engelberg. Today was a good adventure. Went and did some more cheese, a little walking tour, and then we had some authentic Swiss food at night. It was pretty scrumptious, you know what I'm saying? Today started off, we went to, was it Seelisberg, did I say it?
We did. And once again, I'm Joshua House. This is Brent.
Yo.
And we're coming live from Switzerland again, like you said, and we're going to go over some things today that we experienced.
Yeah, we went and met Hans the Fourth.
Hans the Fourth.
He the cheese factory in Seelisberg.
Ran a nice little cheese factory. Getting there was a pretty big challenge for us. We had some crazy incidents, but we made it through.
The bus company, guy seemed like he didn't know where he was going. It's alright, they're good views though. Lots of mountain hidden lakes.
Very good views.
We got there. This guy was an artisan, raw milk cheese producer. He made only strict cheese. That's all he focused on. They've been doing this for over 50 years.
He loved his job.
His
father was working in there with him. It was a family deal. Smaller than I would imagine a cheese factory to be, but it was.
He makes very good money. Let's say he pays his farmers that he gets the milk from quite well, like 80 cents a liter or something like that.
I believe that's what he said.
It was quite a bit. And we got to taste the cheese from a mild one that was only aged 3 weeks, a 6-week one, and a 11-month one. Same cheese, just aged differently. Go from a very light taster to a stronger one. All very good cheeses though.
I prefer the first one the most. It was less, I guess, cheesy, you could say. It didn't have as much spice and tang to it.
You can say get the flavor from the flowers and stuff that are grown around there, all the grass the cows eat. And this guy's a genius too, because he picks up the milk, makes the cheese, and the way that's left over from the cheese he feeds to his pigs, which he doesn't have to buy any feed for. He turns around and sells the pigs to the local grocery store he has a contract with. Very smart. And
Very smart. Which we didn't see, of course. The pigs we were nowhere by because he kept them hidden, so we only saw cheese. Just cheese, right? No pigs at all.
No, we saw the pigs.
No, we didn't. No pigs at all.
Why do you say that?
Just because. No pigs at all. Moving on. I just want to know if you feel there's an impact to the dairy sector of Switzerland. How big is dairy and cheese in Switzerland?
Switzerland, dairy, huge. Lots of cheese eaten here, lots of dairy products. They're very known for their Swiss cheese, hint, hint. A lot of people seem to love it. His cheese was sold locally there in grocery stores. He had like one of the #1 selling cheeses in the area, and a lot of it. His community was. He had like 18 farmers he got milk from, and they all relied on him to buy the milk to make his cheese, and he would turn around and sell it. So it was kind of a very interconnected relationship between the farmers and the cheesemakers and the local economy, and selling and making the cheese.
And it was interesting because most of his, I guess you could say, partnerships with the farmers were actually brought by family ties. This is a valley in Switzerland, Seelisberg, that it's not very big in comparison to the United States.
18 farmers, like 250 cows?
It was between 18 farmers, only 250 cows. And as Hans the Fourth joked, in Texas, one farmer would easily have 250 cows. So it was a toned down operation, which was nice to see that it was real family tied, real neighborly. Everyone worked together to get this done.
And after that, we went back to Lucerne, very big tourist town we mentioned earlier in another episode, and took a walking to historical tour. It's a Sunday though, which was nice because the town, on the weekends they do not work. No working, very dead, because Lucerne's a very big tourist shopping town. We had a walking tour with a lady from the local, I guess CBB, you would call it.
Did you feel it was very accessible to American tourists or tourists of any type? Do you feel that Lucerne welcomed people in?
It did. Lucerne was they relied on, like tourism was Lucerne's business. Lucerne tourism, totally inseparable. And it just, it's a very old town. We saw some of the walls around there at the edge of the city. Very historical tour. We learned, why things were done that way and how it came out to be a city and everything. But tourism is the business now of Lucerne, hands down.
It is. I feel that it is driven, so much by tourism. They have it down pat. They know exactly how to feed you in and out of shops. They've got a nice little walking area where you don't have to worry about traffic. It's really nice to just be able to walk through some streets without cars coming at you. it's very set up to walk through for pedestrians.
Very pedestrian town, very
much so. So it is a very nice place to go if you're a tourist. Many places to take beautiful pictures. Castle walls.
Right on Lake Lucerne.
Right on Lake Lucerne. There's a nice bridge that actually burnt down years ago, but they've repaired.
93. Right on 93, they rebuilt it. It was an old burial wall back in the day when it was not, they needed protection for a city.
And our tour guide went through every aspect. We can tell you the history of Lucerne now, but we won't spend this whole video doing that because we would need about 5 gigs to do that. You know, we need a lot more
drive. Yeah. So then it came all the way back to Engelberg. It's about a 45-50 minute drive back. We're only about 1,000 meters up here, which is about 3,000 feet. It actually seems like we're a lot higher.
It does.
Up here, then that night we went up to a house way up on. It was probably another about another 1,000 feet higher up on the hills behind Engelberg for a traditional Swiss dinner,
which was amazing. It was a pasta with a cheese sauce and the
potatoes.
Best caramelized onions.
Oh man, the caramelized onions, forget about it.
You don't even, wow, they were unbelievable.
I mean, before that we had a salad with it, which is like their version of a Caesar dressing on it. Yes, so this was very good too.
Very good.
And then what was the dessert? Do you remember what dessert was?
For dessert we had
ice cream.
The ice cream we did.
Very good.
We had ice cream for desserts.
And a vanilla one.
And that was fresh from their cows. We actually went into their yard and saw the cows.
Yeah, the cat petted the cows.
She did. We saw and petted the cows that our ice cream came from. So that was they had bells on their necks, so they don't get lost.
And on the way back, we took a torchlight tour back down.
Amazing.
About a 45-minute walk. We had these torches
parts.
made out of beeswax, they're about that long. They just burned down with sticks on the end.
Very cool experience. It took quite a bit of time. I would say
45 minutes or so. It probably slowed a little slower because people were not quite used to hiking.
There was some slippages,
you know.
But we made it through. So it was another great day in Switzerland. We learned that the dairy process here is a lot different. It's not so much corporations. It's more, hey, we've got these cows. We'll sell you this milk. Make this contract. It's more relaxed, and it drives the industry. So
it was a full day today. That is for sure.
And tourism, once again, in Lucerne is highly recommended.
Yes.
We had a great time.
Shopping, some of the big things there. Lots of window. Even though the stores were closed, we did a lot of window shopping there.
That's right. Oh, and to mention also with the meal, we combined applesauce with this pasta, which seemed weird at the time.
Probably the best applesauce I ever had.
Very good, very good. So we want to end it by saying, wow.
Eat Swiss food.
Eat Swiss food.
Lots of cheese.
Applesauce. And that wraps it up, I believe, for today.
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön.